We have only scratched the surface. Eon has, we saw one of the 10 products. Eon has a family of extended reality products and a family of artificial intelligence related products, or what we call spatial artificial intelligence, because it has context and it's located in a 3 dimensions. We address different segments: education, enterprise, and consumer. And for each of these segments, we have multiple assistants in education, in enterprise, and consumer. Now, just to give you some flavor, and I'm not going to go through all the products, but just to see that we scratched the surface, we have a product called Merged XR. And what Merged XR does is a digital twin of your physical environment. So you can actually sync it and get guidance in physical. We also have a product called Spatial Meetings. With a phone or any device, you can join with other people from other locations and immerse yourself in a lesson. We have something we call Metaverse Builder, and as the name implies, you are in a full Metaverse 3D environment. And we also have something called Eon Interact, which allows you to build interactions on the fly. Just touch and go. So these are the XR products. We also have artificial intelligence products. We saw one of them, which was the course creator. We have something called Train AI. Train AI allows you to put a whole course material, let's say 600 pages. It learns that material and can respond without any hallucination, which people are always concerned about. So it will know and stick within that topic. Very good if you want to be safe. We do have something called IntelliScan. And IntelliScan—
Welcome to Laguna Beach, a coastal city in Orange County, California.
Is a location-based solution that can guide you and assist you and help you in real world. In this case, I let an avatar loose in my work study, and I asked the simple question, what can you see and how help me now to do different tasks? And it walks around and I just follow it. Let's listen in.
The room is brightly lit with natural light from the window. The bookshelf has 3 shelves and is built into the wall. The top left shelf has a yellow book, a picture frame.
It's pretty amazing. It even knew who the persona was that lives in this room. Now, another very exciting application is soft skills. A lot of what you're seeing today is hard skills, right? Mechanical, technical. But what about things like negotiation techniques or hospitality service or product support? We have a solution for that. Let's listen in. So the first thing we're going to do is, because this is a job interview, it generated from text full office environment. And then there's going to be an avatar. They're going to teach us how we conduct an interview. What are the techniques behind it? And then we're going to train. So that's the step 2, where we personally interact with an avatar. And then we're also going to be assessed by an expert. Let's get going.
Assess their practical skills and decision-making capabilities. Observation. Interviews.
So here you can see the lesson part, and then let's go to the exciting part, which is the interview.
And I'm excited to discuss how I can contribute to your organization.
Let's explain a little bit about your conflict resolution experience.
Certainly. Throughout my career, I have actively resolved conflicts in various—
Yeah, so this interview goes on for a while. We're not going to go to all the details, but the beautiful thing is that you get an assessment. And in this case, we had 70%.
Detailed report for more information.
And not only do you learn what you did good or what you did wrong, but you also learn how to improve. So this is a very great way to practice. Practice makes perfect. There's a lot of other features, but obviously time doesn't allow us to go through those. Eon serves education segments. So we serve enterprise, as I mentioned earlier, and consumer. And this can happen in a virtual campus setting.
Welcome to Virtual Campus with Ava, your portal to endless learning. Embark on a unique journey across.
So this is in a 3D environment where you're guided and you communicate with voice. You don't have to push any buttons. And this works for university, for TVET, for community college, for K-12, even works for your custom academic institution.
Welcome to the Digital Stanford Legacy. I'm Cardinal, your guide. Discover engineering in VR labs.
So this is a very practical way to learn, train, and perform. Now, what happens when we enter to enterprise is that we can actually go on a factory floor. And let's say I don't know how to conduct a specific procedure. And in this case, the avatar is there. I'm just peering to the phone, and it's going to guide us step by step to a procedure, even identify what's wrong with a specific part of equipment. And this is not limited to small things. It can be a whole environment, a factory, a hospital, or not, why not a whole oil and gas facility? You can see this facility here consists literally of thousands of components, and it's all accessible through the phone. I'm actually looking through a phone or a headset at this point. Now, what about something even more exotic? Taking this on board.
Our initial result for 32,000.
We all remember the devastating accident that happened with Ethiopian Airlines not long ago, where people were like deer in the lights. They had a mechanical issue and they didn't know what to do. With this system, you can see they have a tablet on the left side here. It actually shows you what to do. So instantly when it happens, and this doesn't have to be in flight. This can be in your living room. You can safely train for the same procedure in that context. Hospitals, they're using this for educating patients that may suffer of anxiety, not knowing what's going to happen during that procedure. We work with hospitals on that. Or why not a beautiful tourist experience in
And
the
was
famous
created by a
Pisa.
sculptor named Giovanni Pisano. The sculpture depicts John the Baptist.
So you can see here a range of application all the way to security. In this case, there's an incident and you call to that incident and you train for that in your neighborhood. This is actually on the phone where we have a whole factory environment served at your disposal. So to summarize, that was what the products. What about the assistants here? Now, if you have costly
Introduction to
let's say you have a robot. You can see here the robot in action. And this system here would cost you probably $1 million plus. Or your hospital.
Robotic surgery
and you want to train robotic
is an advanced
surgery. You
medical
can do
technique
that
that errors
again in our environment.
patients.
And you can also interact. Even if you have a phone, we have this chopstick that you can grab things with, and we have an axiometer that tracks that. And of course, this goes to supply management, chemistry, etc. I think we got it. Sometimes the way we learn as humans is to stories and quests. So if you want to learn, let's say, forensic science.
A specific volume amongst the books on the shelf contains pages with cryptic annotations, aligning with dates and times.
So you have that story about what happened with the forensic analysis, and you have to solve the puzzle, basically. And this can apply for many different things. Even edutainment. Let's say you want to go to visit the Mayan pyramids.
Cave reveals a Mayan tomb.
And you have the whole experience with the Stonehenge. Now, I mentioned a little bit earlier, you saw the avatars. Now we are improving them. So coming this month, we give them lifelike intonations.
Beyond the boards, AI so witty. Education's new cool and oh so pretty.
You can see it sounds like a human. It's not a human though. And you can see this can have...
Yo, Eon XR 9.9 dropping a tech fees.
Okay, so I think you get the point. Another thing that people ask me, can you do expressive movements? Of course, it can walk, it can stand, it can do gestures where you express yourself, run, sway, and much, much more. Okay, now to round up the whole thing, the assistants are not endless, but there are quite a few. We have the educational assistants, and we have the enterprise assistants. So what do we do in enterprise? An example is
ついて説明していきます。今回は
sales. If you have a complex product and you need to demonstrate it and configure it, you can do that with the sales assistant. If you have something with safety and you want to train someone in occupational safety and health, you can do that with the safety assistant. Okay. Now, one thing that's, I think, quite exciting is that you own what you create, and you can publish it private, public, or on the marketplace. And on the marketplace, whenever you create something that you own, you get to keep it. And you also can purpose it to make money. For that, we have a marketplace that currently, I think we have about 45 million downloads in total of Eon. So a lot of people have downloaded, and you can monetize your creations. I haven't spoken much about language. Everything has been done so far in English, but Eon supports 80 plus, I think 85 languages and growing. So let's say I want to choose Turkish. Let's give.
daha sonraki aşamalarda sizin için üreteceğimiz
You
içeriğin
notice that everything changed. The text changed, the image changed, the video changed in Turkish. Even the 3D model are selected based on Turkish language or Vietnamese.
我将以上大学或技术和职业教育和培训的学生的方式回答您的问题。
Or
ウェルカム
Japanese
2へスコーラセック。S 上
or
Architectural
Portuguese
design.
or even Swedish.
är symboler som representerar
So that ability is great. Now, I was talking about stories and quests, so you can also take with a historical person. Let's say Napoleon, a very popular figure nowadays, given the movie. So,
Hello, Mr. Bonaparte. Please tell me about the siege of Toulon.
The siege of Toulon, a pivotal moment in my military
and
career.
what's exciting about this is that not only can we tell you about this, but the environment changes our text-to-XR capability. So if I ask him about the crossing of the Alps, he's going to be in a snowy environment. And if I ask him about Waterloo, it's going to be maritime.